We're over at the Multione stand at APF 2018. Steve, great to meet you again.
Hi Tom, nice to see you.
How you doing? Can you tell us a little bit about the Multione brand and the Series 12?
Okay, well I think most people know quite a lot about the brand in general now. We're well known for centre pivot steer loaders. The 12 series, which is our new model we stood next to here, is a completely new idea for us really. This is a 4-wheel steer rather than centre pivot steer machine. It's the most compact machine in its class. There aren't many machines built like this. There's only a few brands that do this style of machine, but this is the most compact in its class. 4-wheel steer, so we have counter steering, which is the position it's in currently, and also crab steer. So we have a rigid chassis, there's an oscillating rear axle, but we don't pivot in the centre like we do with our other models. Still telescopic, we get more lift height with this particular type of boom. Multifunction again, so multiple attachments for the front end. Hydraulics, we've got the multi-connector that everybody likes to give us the high flow for the attachments. And yeah, it's really designed as a heavy-duty construction style loader in miniature.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the attachments? I think there's about 170 in the range.
Yeah, we have around about 170 attachments in the complete Multione range. The attachment coupling of the 12 series is a little bit different to the other models because it's designed around a construction style loader attachment, but we have an adapter that sits between the two, so all the Multione attachments would fit a 12 series, but we have dedicated attachments for the 12 series as well, which are again based on heavy duty loading applications.
So compared to the other series in the range, what are the key main features of the new Series 12?
4-wheel steer, you know, that's the key differentiating factor really. We've taken all of the drivetrain, the engine and the transmission from the 8 series, so we've got 40 horsepower engine, same POC lane drive system, same components, they're all distilled across, but then we have a completely new structure with the 4-wheel steer design, oscillating rear axle, just to really bring us into other markets. So within ARB and forestry, this would be a great machine to put into log handling yard, but it's also light enough still to go on a trailer, so it's 2.1 tons gross weight. If we change the tyres from what you see here, we put a wider high flotation tyre on, then it's got the ability to tackle cross terrain just like the other Multiones as well. So very, very flexible, just different style of machine to suit slightly different uses, and a lot of people at the show this week have been drawn to it, you know, as a particularly interesting point.
So as we've got the telescopic boom on this Series 12, what's the lifting capacity roughly?
Okay, we do telescopic or none in this model, so you can have a fixed boom or the telescopic you see on this one. Fixed boom with the boom in horizontal, what we call the lorry loading position, we can handle a pallet of up to 1.4 tons. Telescopic boom with the telescope in, up to about 1 ton. Telescopic out, obviously that'll reduce. And that's the lorry loading position, so we can pick and carry more, but for putting pallets or logs or whatever material onto the back of a lorry, 1 ton, 1.4 ton for the non-telly.
So roughly in the specification that you got at the APF 2018, what are we looking costing wise?
Okay, the 12 series starts at about £31,000. Obviously that price will go up depending on spec, whether you go telescopic, whether you go 2-speed, whether you have high flow on the hydraulics, cabs, all sorts of other things that we can add.
So it's basically you guys can build the Multione series to the client specifications of what they need? Yeah,
the whole range of machines that we do are based on a modular design. So you can buy a basic Multione and you can add options to it as you know throughout your ownership. Everything is designed around retrofit. So a lot of options are very simple and basic. Customers can fit a lot of the options themselves. They'll come in a kit basically with instructions in PDF format, and then we'll support them. Our engineers will support the customer to fit if they need it. Some options are a bit more complicated, so we would fit them for the customer anyway, but most things are retrofittable.
With relation to the cab, is there anything different with the Series 12 compared to the other machines on offer?
Yeah, the cab's a bit different. The drive configuration is slightly different, so we still have pedals that operate hydrostatic, we still have a joystick, we still have a steering wheel. The forwards and backwards on a standard Multione is via 2 pedals with integral braking, so forwards pedal, stop, come off the pedal, little brake, same on the reverse. With a 12 series, we have a rocker switch on the joystick for forwards and reverse. We have a pedal for go, which is proportional, and we have another pedal for throttle, and also a hand throttle. So it's a slightly different layout, which is really taken from the construction loader style of machine.
Shall we jump in the cab and take a look, Steve?
Yeah, certainly.
So we're in the Series 12 cab. Steve, what can you tell us about it that's different for this edition?
The experience from the cab here is quite different to a standard Multione. You've got a lower entry point, so it's very easy to step in and out of. We've had quite a few people this week come straight to this machine and comment on that. They like the easy access. At the moment you're sat in an open cab. This can be enclosed with glass. We have a number of different cab options now, including a canopy cab, so it's important to just talk to us about your needs. Still have a steering wheel, still have the same multifunction joystick we have on a Multione, but configured slightly differently on the buttons. Your right foot down here has got the accelerator pedal basically for the drive, so the more you press that the faster you'll go. Your left foot is a throttle pedal for the engine, so you can engage throttle as and when you want to for speed, for steering, for boom functions. You have a hand throttle down in your right hand as well, so you can engage throttle to a fixed level when you run attachments. And then you have all your function buttons down the right hand side. Most of these buttons will be familiar to a standard Multione user, except we also have the steering function button, which is going to give us the split between counter steering, where the two axles basically turn in opposite directions to give us the tightest turning circle, or crab steering, where the two axles turn in the same direction to take the machine in a forwards and sideways direction at the same time.
So sitting in the cab, one of the great things that I've noticed is you have 100% visibility all around the machine. So wherever you're driving the machine, it's a quick glance over and you know you're putting around you and your surroundings very easily. There's no big body panels that are sticking out, hindering your visibility or anything like that.
It's a key concept point of all Multiones. You jump in any cab, you've got 360 visibility, you've got a commanding position, there's no real blind spots. When Multione designed this machine, the development of this machine has been spread over the last 4 years or so.
Yeah.
When they were developing it, they looked at only a couple of different brands that build this style of machine, and the rear end of them is very high, the engine canopy is very high, rear visibility is quite poor, so it was really important to make sure that was nailed from the outset.
So Steve, if someone's looking to get more information and possibly arrange a demo, what's the best way to do this?
As always, the best thing to do is talk to us. Give us a call, speak to one of our sales engineers, discuss your needs and learn a lot more about the product. The way to do that is to call us on 01246 540 972. Go on our website, www.multione.co.uk. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Multione UK. Loads of information, loads of videos. Browse and but don't forget to give us a call, have a chat, talk through your needs. We're here to help, we're here to teach, we're here to expose the details of the product to everybody.
Brilliant, Steve, thank you for showing us around.
Thank you.